On the morning of February 28, 2026, the skies above Tehran erupted. Explosions shook the capital as the United States and Israel launched a massive, coordinated military offensive against the Islamic Republic of Iran. Israel designated its campaign Operation Roaring Lion, while the Pentagon named the American mission Operation Epic Fury, together forming the largest joint U.S.-Israeli military operation ever conducted against a sovereign nation. The assault followed months of failed nuclear negotiations in Geneva, where American envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner had pushed Iran to permanently dismantle its enrichment sites at Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, demands Tehran flatly refused. President Donald Trump, in an 8-minute video posted to Truth Social at 2:30 in the morning, declared the start of major combat operations, vowing to raze Iran's missile industry to the ground and annihilate its navy. The United States had spent weeks assembling the largest military buildup in the Middle East since the Iraq War. 2 aircraft carrier strike groups led by the USS Gerald Ford and USS Abraham Lincoln, 14 destroyers, hundreds of fighter jets, and Tomahawk cruise missile inventories positioned within striking distance. American sea-launched Tomahawk cruise missiles and crewed aircraft struck deep inside Iranian territory, targeting the Iranian Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Intelligence, the Atomic Energy Agency, and the sprawling military base at Parchin. Israeli F-35 stealth fighters and F-15 Strike Eagles, supported by American F-22 Raptors deployed to Israel for the first time outside a training mission, hammered Iranian ballistic missile launchers, IRGC command headquarters, and weapons production facilities. One of the first confirmed strikes landed near the compound and offices of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei in downtown Tehran, though the 86-year-old leader had reportedly been moved to a secure, undisclosed location before the bombardment began. Israeli assessments indicated that Ali Shamkhani, a senior advisor to Khamenei and a key figure linked to Iran's nuclear program, was likely killed in the opening wave of strikes, alongside several other senior IRGC commanders and regime officials. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the Israeli public, warning that, in the coming days we will be required to show resilience, and declaring that the operation aimed to create conditions for the Iranian people to take their destiny into their own hands. The IDF confirmed that the offensive had been planned for months in close coordination with U.S. Central Command, with the precise timing finalized only days before launch, making it one of the most meticulously synchronized joint operations in modern military history. Explosions were reported not only in Tehran, but across the Iranian cities of Isfahan, Qom, Kermanshah, Karaj, and Tabriz. Satellite imagery and news footage showed thick columns of smoke rising from military and government installations across the country. Iran's retaliation came swiftly and aggressively. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps launched hundreds of ballistic missiles and drones toward Israel, with air raid sirens wailing across Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Haifa, and cities throughout the north and center of the country. Israel's multi-layered air defense network, including Iron Dome, David's Sling, and the Arrow system, activated across the nation, intercepting incoming projectiles over the skies of Jerusalem and Tel Aviv as approximately 70,000 reservists were called to duty. But Iran's retaliation did not stop at Israel. The IRGC fired missiles at the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet headquarters in Bahrain, the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, Al Dhafra Air Base in the UAE, Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait, and military targets in Jordan. Explosions echoed from the beaches of Dubai to the streets of Doha and the skyline of Abu Dhabi as Gulf Arab states activated their own air defenses, with the UAE confirming 1 civilian killed by falling debris from an intercepted Iranian missile. The conflict sent shockwaves through global markets and transportation networks. Iran, Israel, Iraq, the UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar all indefinitely closed their airspace, grounding flights worldwide and sending oil futures surging. This operation followed the June 2025 12-day war between Israel and Iran, in which American B-2 stealth bombers had already struck Iran's nuclear sites in Operation Midnight Hammer, damage that Iran had reportedly been working to rebuild ever since. As Israeli jets continued precision strikes based on real-time intelligence and American warships launched additional salvos from the Arabian Sea, the entire Middle East held its breath, with the Red Cross warning of a dangerous chain reaction engulfing the region. Whether this operation reshapes the balance of power in the Middle East for a generation or ignites a wider conflict that pulls in nations across the globe, one thing is certain. The world changed on the morning of February 28, 2026.